flew over the table and got me to the ground, and I just laid there and just wished that it would stop.
With her husband shielding her, she prayed for an end to the shooting as a gunman sprayed bullets into a country club in Nashua. And in that chaos, minutes passed before she realized she'd been shot. Brianna Surette is the Georgetown woman whose life was changed forever in those terrifying moments. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Lisa Hughes. Brianna is talking with WBZ's Brandon Truitt about how she and her husband are healing 1 month later.
We have multiple casualties.
It was a Saturday night in September. The Sky Meadow Country Club in Nashua, New Hampshire was packed. There was a wedding reception, and the neighboring restaurant was at prime dinner time when a gunman walked in and opened fire. In all, 3 people were shot. 30-year-old Brianna Surette was one of them.
It's been just over a month. How are things going?
They're going better than I thought they would be.
Brianna and her husband Doug were celebrating an anniversary dinner. The couple married here 5 years ago. Doug, a firefighter in Lynn, taking this picture of Brianna moments before the gunman walked in.
When did you know something was off?
Yeah, we heard that first clap, and I don't think anybody realized it was a gunshot at first because everybody just kind of looked, and he was standing there with a gun pointed in our direction.
All I saw was his gun. It feels like screenshots of what I can see. Like, I see the gun, I hear Doug telling me to get down, and then just bits and pieces.
The couple says the gunman was in their direct line of sight, no more than 20 feet away, and remained silent as he fired multiple rounds. Doug launching himself over the table to cover Brianna, not knowing she had already been shot in the leg.
I can't think of a bigger act of love than that.
I think anyone who knows Doug is not surprised by hearing that. He is just a really great person and a great husband, and I'm so happy that I was there that night with him.
The couple has 2 young kids who were top of mind through the entire ordeal.
This guy tried to take us away from our kids, you know what I mean? Thinking of my kids having to grow up without their parents. It's just, it gets you.
59-year-old Robert DeCesar was shot and killed that night. The husband and father jumped on his own family to protect them. An employee of the country club was also wounded by gunfire. Brianna's physical injuries continue to heal, but the emotional scars cut deep. But she's come a long way.
I didn't even recognize myself. It took me a few days to be able to look in the mirror, and I felt this almost shame feeling. I find myself being able to distract myself, but the second I'm not distracted, it's all I'm thinking about, it's all I'm picturing.
I want to thank the Surettes for allowing us into their home and frankly for their vulnerability here. The couple says it's going to take some time before they feel comfortable going back to that country club. It's a place that represents really the best and worst days of their lives.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an incredibly painful experience. Brandon, we know there's a 23-year-old man who is facing a second-degree murder charge in this shooting. He's someone they don't know. In recovering from this trauma, how big a factor is he?
You have to keep in mind, they were just 20 feet away from him when he started shooting. So they both kind of replay these flashbacks vividly in their mind, but they say they're both working on not letting him have the power here. They're really focused on their family, those 2 young kids. They're so precious there, and of course their own mental and physical health. And we certainly wish them the best.
Yeah, I'm so glad they shared all this, and they really are a beautiful family. We wish them the best.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Brandon.